the quiet English countryside, where a young man named Liam, an amateur metal detecting enthusiast, spends his weekends scanning fields with his best friend, Tom. Liam is deeply passionate about history, especially the Roman and medieval periods, though most people see his hobby as eccentric and pointless. Tom, more skeptical and lighthearted, often joins Liam just to hang out and poke fun, though he secretly enjoys the adventure. On one crisp Saturday morning, the two friends decide to explore a large, unkempt field near the remnants of an old Roman road. The field has been the subject of local legends. Some say Roman soldiers passed through it, others whisper about buried treasures. Liam, always hopeful, chooses this spot despite it being overlooked for years due to dense overgrowth. Hours pass, with little to show, just the usual bottle caps, rusty nails, and pieces of scrap metal. Tom grows impatient and jokes about heading to the pub, but Liam insists on continuing just a bit longer. Suddenly, Liam's detector emits a powerful, consistent signal unlike anything he's ever heard. Heart racing, he marks the spot and begins digging carefully. Only a few inches down, his spade hits something hard but metallic. As he brushes away the soil, a golden object begins to emerge. It's a Roman torcan ornately designed neck ring made of twisted gold, gleaming even under the dirt. Liam is stunned. Tom, initially dismissive, is now speechless. Recognizing the potential importance of their find, the two contact Elsie, a retired archaeologist and local historian known for her deep knowledge of Roman Britain. Elsie arrives. On site, astonished at the condition and craftsmanship of the torque, she explains that it could be over 1,500 years old and may be part of a buried Roman hoard, perhaps lost during a period of conflict or buried for ritual reasons. Elsie reminds them that digging up such items without permission can violate heritage laws, but praises them for doing the right thing by calling her. She helps them report the discovery to the Portable Antiquities Scheme, a national organization that records archaeological finds made by the public. News spreads quickly, and soon, the site is cordoned off for an official investigation. Archaeologists, journalists, and curious townsfolk gather, all drawn by the allure of hidden history. As more metal detecting signals are picked up around the field, experts begin to suspect that this is just the tip of the iceberg. There could be an entire cache of priceless artifacts buried nearby, untouched for centuries. The chapter closes with Liam staring at the torque in awe, unaware that his life is about to change forever. What began as a quiet hobby may have just uncovered a secret lost to time, and sparked a race to uncover the truth about Britain's mysterious golden past. Following the discovery of the Roman torque, the quiet countryside field transforms into a full-scale archaeological site. A professional excavation team arrives, joined by scholars, historians, and media crews. The land is now protected, and digging continues under strict supervision. Liam, once a mere hobbyist, is now at the center of a major historical discovery. Though overwhelmed, he is thrilled. Elsie, the retired archaeologist who helped authenticate the torque, stays on site as an advisor, mentoring Liam and rekindling her passion for the field. As the team digs deeper, they uncover more treasures: golden bracelets, ancient Roman coins, ceremonial daggers, and bronze figurines. But curiously, not all of the objects are Roman. Some are clearly Celtic and Anglo-Saxon, indicating a mix of cultures. Elsie finds this odd. She theorizes that the site might not just be a Roman burial, but a hidden ritual site where different groups, once enemies, came together to bury a sacred collection, possibly to protect it from a looming threat. At the same time, Tom, still skeptical but supportive, notices increasing media attention. Journalists swarm the site, and treasure hunters start appearing in the area. Though the field is protected, there's concern that someone might try to loot it. Tensions rise when, one night, a fence is cut, and the team discovers one of the artifacts is missing. Panic spreads. Suspicion falls on Tom briefly due to his earlier jokes, but Liam defends him fiercely. Meanwhile, during the excavation, Liam uncovers something odd: a flat stone tablet with strange markings, a mix of Latin and Celtic script. Elsie believes it's an encoded message or inscription, possibly left by whoever buried the hoard. The tablet is taken to a local university for translation. The emerging picture becomes more fascinating. Flashbacks are woven into the story, showing scenes from Roman Britain, where a Roman general realizes the empire is falling and secretly unites with local tribes to protect a sacred collection of artifacts that represent peace between cultures. These scenes hint that the general and his allies agreed to bury the objects for safekeeping, hoping future generations would find them. Back in the present, archaeologists confirm that the site contains artifacts from multiple time periods, some dating centuries apart. This suggests it may have been revisited and added to over time, an evolving symbol of unity and cultural exchange rather than conquest. As the media storm intensifies and security is tightened, the team begins to analyze the tablet's message. The translation offers a cryptic clue about a second location, one described as where the sun sets on stone and fire meets the sky. Elsie believes it refers to a hilltop site nearby, long associated with ancient rituals. With time running out and outsiders growing bolder, Liam, Elsie, and a few trusted experts quietly plan to investigate the second site. They know that if more treasures or more truths are buried there, they must find it before others do. The part ends with the team preparing for their next journey, unsure whether they're about to uncover treasure, danger, or both. Begins with Liam, Elsie, and a small, trusted team secretly making their way to the second site hinted at in the translated inscription, a hilltop forest, steeped in local folklore. The location matches the cryptic phrase, where the sun sets on stone, and fire meets the sky. It's a windswept, eerie place with ancient stones hidden among trees, long dismissed as just natural formations. After a careful survey, Liam's metal detector picks up signals stronger than any before. Digging cautiously, the team uncovers a massive stone chest, sealed and buried beneath layers of clay and gravel. Inside lies a breathtaking artifact, an ornate golden standard, shaped like a fusion of Roman and Celtic symbols, a unique emblem of unity. It is flanked by smaller objects, ritual masks, carved bone tools, and scroll fragments protected in metal cylinders. Elsie is stunned. The golden standard, she says, is more than just a symbol. It might represent an undocumented alliance between Roman commanders and native tribes to preserve peace in a chaotic era. This hoard, larger and more diverse than the first, reinforces the theory that this was a sacred deposit, intentionally hidden to preserve the memory of a fragile but powerful union. As the team prepares to secure and document the site, they are ambushed by another group, armed treasure hunters, led by a corrupt archaeologist who had embedded himself in the original dig team. He had leaked the location to private collectors, hoping to profit from selling the relics on the black market. A tense confrontation follows. Tom, who insisted on coming despite earlier suspicion, surprises everyone by protecting Liam and tackling the mole, helping foil the theft. Police, tipped off by Elsie in advance, arrive just in time to arrest the rogue team. In the aftermath, the artifacts are transported safely under government protection. The corrupt archaeologist is exposed, sparking a scandal about illegal artifact trade and the importance of ethical discovery. The story shifts focus back to Liam, who is now being recognized not just as a lucky hobbyist but a serious contributor to archaeology. The museum offers him a permanent role as a historical researcher. He's stunned, but Elsie encourages him, saying his passion, honesty, and instinct brought hidden history to light. A grand exhibit opens months later, titled Heritage of the Golden Age. It features both hoards displayed not as trophies of war, but as symbols of peace, unity, and cultural respect. The golden standard stands at the center, a glowing reminder of what different civilizations once built together. As crowds admire the relics, Liam stands quietly beside Elsie, gazing at the torque that started it all. He realizes the real treasure wasn't just gold, it was the story, the lost legacy of cooperation in a world torn by conflict. The tale closes with Liam returning to the field, detector in hand, knowing the land still holds secrets and he'll keep listening for them.